Hello, and welcome to the show at Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today, the trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday, and previewing and reviewing the latest shows from WWE, AEW, New Japan, and everything in between every Saturday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I am, of course, your host, James J., flying solo this week. And it was a good week for Wrestling with as well, as we interviewed Dramadeus on Monday, um, Will Emery on Tuesday, and Duke Fairfax on Wednesday. Three incredible interviews. Definitely go and check those out if you haven't already in our archives. Cannot recommend them enough. But always looking towards the future. This upcoming Tuesday, we have Koa, the Hawaiian Hitman. We talk about a 30-year career. We talk about stepping away from pro wrestling, his time with the NWA, his time with AAW, where he currently works. We talk about some fun matches that he's had against Ricky Morton, Kerry Morton. Uh, yeah, and we talk about a lot of interesting things. He owns his own gym as well, so definitely cannot recommend that one enough. This upcoming Tuesday, and then this upcoming Wednesday, we have Ryan Full Donovan. Up north, once again, we talk about him being a part of the Sandman's last ever match, which was a major honor for him. Matches against Sexy Eddie and Lufisto. We talk about him being a part of WWE as a extra during a pull apart between Cody and Fatu. And a hell of a lot more. A lot of fun content in that one as well. Definitely check it out on Wednesday. And obviously, find us on social media at Wrestling with E to find out who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Right, now that we're done putting ourselves over, never done, James. We are wrestling with the news. And it was a slow news week, if I'm being completely honest. Not a lot to talk about, but there are a few notable um, exceptions, considering, what week we're in when it comes to pro wrestling. Um, but the most notable thing was that Monday Night Raw from the Intuit Dome, branded as one of the worst Monday Night Raws in history. Low key, I get it. When your selling point is a tag team match with, Otis and Kazawa, and a concert with Joe Henry and Danhausen, then I mean, yeah. I think that even the higher ups knew that this was going to be a shit show, and they tried to um beef it up with, hey, look, the Hell in a Cell is here. We spent millions of dollars for absolutely no reason to bring it here and set it up for you people to see, because you paid millions of dollars to see a shit show. Yeah, it um yeah, when that's your selling point, and such a big arena, like Intuit at this point, that's where WWE comes now for Los Angeles. Unfortunately, we don't get Staples Center. Um, but yeah, and those tickets are hella expensive. For anybody that doesn't know, I live in Los Angeles. I'm not paying to see that. I'm glad that I didn't have tickets before, and risked it and said, hey, it's gonna be a so good show, because Intuit Dome, they always do something good at Intuit Dome. They didn't. they so they sure didn't, which is with all of the negativity that we're getting from this show, it does kind of, take away from, the actual good thing or the good publicity that it could have got, and that is that, Raquel Gonzalez won the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, I like Raquel. I question why they took the belt off of Soul so fast, but maybe that's how they kind of they're viewing Soul at this point. Hold the brakes, so to speak. But that was completely overshadowed. Like I did not see anything online that was hey, congratulations to Raquel. Raquel did this. No, it was the midgets dancing to poorly poorly sung songs. That was what everybody was talking about, unfortunately. So yeah, not even a little bit of positivity on a show is going to get you to the promised land, I would say. Um, that brings me to my another point, and that is that Braun Breaker is in deep shit. Once dubbed, the future WrestleMania Hall of Fame or a future WrestleMania Hall of Fame, future WrestleMania main eventer, um, for a future heavyweight champion, the future, and ever since he joined Division, it seems like they've gone blind on him. And I mean, I feel like this tag team with Austin Theory is kind of the nail in the coffin, if I'm being honest. He. Division did more damage to him than it helped him, by all means. And when you're with Austin Theory, you're in a bad place. And when Maxine Dupree is the biggest, star in your group, then you have a big problem. He's not looking like a main eventer. He's looking like a side piece at this point. You know, the vision by all means should be successful. I mean, Logan Paul is a heat magnet, and Braun Breaker does have that label on him of, the future. But it doesn't work. It's not working, and they really need just to put this behind, um, take it behind the barn and just shoot it at this point. It's killing more careers than it's making. Braun Breaker wrestled Otis and Kazawa on Monday. Braun Breaker bumped for these people. Braun Breaker should not be bumping for these people if they want him to be the guy that they say that he is. But Austin Theory is the guy that Grayson Waller definitely says that he is. Grayson Waller made his return to NXT, dropped a pipe bomb, so to speak. And I would say, yeah, go check that out. It was a really good promo. You could just sense and feel the genuineness when it came to Grayson. I always thought that he was a better um talker than he was a wrestler. I think we've made the comparison that, if you put the charisma of Grayson Waller with the actual wrestling ability of Austin Theory, you would have one of the best wrestlers of all time. Unfortunately, one hand is one side of the scale is tipping to the other, not perfectly balanced, unfortunately. And yeah, he trusts Derry, saying that the only reason people got behind Derry is because he made people get behind him. Not exactly wrong. Then he talked about, making a fool of himself in the New Day and, pretending to be at a funeral. but it was his career that was at a funeral, that was dying. Which, I mean, he's not wrong. Then, he trusts the NXT roster. Which, I mean, he's not exactly wrong. I've kind of made the same comparison myself. I mean, yeah, Tony D'Angelo, NXT champion. Literally nobody else is available. None of those people are ready to win that championship. I could maybe make the argument that Evil might be. Um, but yeah, NXT's not. NXT's in a rebuilding phase. So I mean, if Grayson could get some of these guys over and take that belt and kind of lead the company, I'm not against it, if I'm being honest. And, when the time is right, kind of re-debut him on the main roster. Solo. 100% solo. Don't put him with anybody. And see what he could do. I mean, the guy has the gift of gab. He has a mouth on him. Let him jaw jack. Let him cook. Like he said, let him cook. So we shall see what happens if he shall cook a 5-star meal or he will burn it. Alright, that will conclude our coverage of the news.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.